Lincoln Railer football on WLCN 96.3 FM and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grow Incorporated, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Town and Country Bank, Eaton Corporation, Lincoln College, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Friendship Manor, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Corey Leonard Shelter Insurance, Mama's Arcade Cafe, Collision Concepts, Headline Salon LLC, AG Farms and Trucking, Lincoln Public Library, Seth Goodman at Me Realty, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Chicago Street Rentals on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, Anytime Fitness, Family Custom Cleaners Tanning, Laundromat, and U-Haul, and Stufferia Pizza.
That is Ryan Richards. Mike Thornton's got 12 minutes on the clock for the first quarter, and we're ready to go. Soccer-style kicker, Richards. He boots it away, and it's going to go to Pudnight, and he's got it at about the 7, up to the 10. Pudnight to the 15. He tries to cut upfield, and they hit him at about the 17-yard line. Nathan Pudnight, number 11 for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, the ball bounced, and he waited for it, and he couldn't quite get to the 20, which is, you know, you like to get at least past the 20, but he didn't quite make it before the wave of Rochester Rockets came down and stopped him.
So Garrett Isles, the quarterback for the Rail Splitters, goes into the huddle, and he's got the first play from the sidelines for the Rail Splitters. First and 10 for the Railers, as Ken told you, at the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Garrett Isles. In the backfield, Titus Cannon, Nathan Pudnight, and Andrew Yant. Isles on the long count. He's got a man in motion. He's got the snap. Hands off, left side. Not much going there as Rochester quickly makes the tackle. That was Pudnight again. He may have got to the 19. He got to the 22-yard pickup.
I think he's lost, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a 15. Nice thought there, but the left tackle on defense just came through the line and got on his back before he could barely get the pass.
That was a little over-exuberant. The 1966 homecoming Queens here, and I thought we picked up a couple yards. Second and 12 for the Rail Splitters. Isles out of the shotgun, Pudnight in motion to the left. He's going to throw it to Pudnight out in the flat, but it's behind him, so it's incomplete, and that'll make it 3rd and 12 for the Rail Splitters back at their own 15-yard line.
And that was a pass that they completed several times last week against SHG, Bob, but this time Pudnight was on the run, and the ball was kind of behind him. He had to try to turn and catch it, didn't do it.
As Coach told you, Rochester came in with a record of 5 wins, no losses, and everybody looking to that big contest at the end of the year when they play SHG. And I think that's going to be at Rochester, and we might be able to make it. 3rd and 12 for the Rail Splitters at the 15. Early first quarter. Isles out of the shotgun. Pudnight in motion to the left. This time the handoff to Titus Cannon, and Cannon got across the line of scrimmage to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, a little counter play there by the Railers. They tried to pick up a little motion going one way and come back to the right side. Cannon looked like he might have some room, but the defense closed in a hurry. Coming into this game, Rochester's given up a lot of points in all their games that Lincoln thought they might be able to exploit that a little bit tonight.
Deontay Cox back deep. No, the punt's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Isles tried to kick it away, and one of the tall guys for Rochester was able to get up and knock it away. So it looks like the spot's going to be at about the 22-yard line. We'll have to wait until they officially spot it, maybe the 23-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Rochester on that punt block at the 23-yard line. And they'll line it up at scrimmage. That's Danny Ziegler at quarterback. He's a senior. Fires it across the middle. He's got his man in traffic, and that's Deontay Cox, and he goes in for the touchdown. Deontay Cox, a junior, number 4, goes in for the first 6 for the Rockets early with 10:36 left in the first quarter, and the Rockets lead it. Coming on for the extra point kick, it will be number 13, Ryan Richards. On the long snap, it's going to be Evan Boxman. He's a junior, wears the number 77. Try and pick up who's on the hold. Here's the snap. Placement, kicks on the way, no good, off to the right side, so the score remains 6-0 Rochester. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Richards kicks it away for Rochester, and it's going to be Pudnight again with the 2. Pudnight up to the 5, he's at the 10. Pudnight dances to the 15, and he's hit hard there. Pudnight in heavy traffic, looked like a New York City cab driver, able to get it out to the 15-yard line.
Well, he kind of slows down and tries to look for a place to run, Bob, and that's usually a mistake because they just fill those spaces in a hurry, and he might be better suited if he just runs straight ahead and gets what he can.
He gets a spot at the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 yards to go for the Rail Splitters with 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. The Railers line it up in those home red uniforms. The green helmets. Got a man in motion to the, here's the handoff by Isles, and we'll try and pick up who that is. That's Pudnight. He got back to the 15-yard line, may have lost a yard.
I think actually...
Did they call it the wrong guy?
Well, I think Pudnight went off to the left and he didn't have the ball. I don't know if that was Yant or Isles kept the ball.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I was
they
looking.
Faked me out.
Yeah. They could do that to both of us. But the ball's back on the 14th. We lost 2 on the play. That's the most significant thing.
Okay, Yant, he's going split wide to the left now. Andrew Yant. Isles, now he sends Pudnight in motion. Isles going to keep it himself up the gut. And he gets back to about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that was a line of scrimmage. And if you don't get a big push up front, it's hard to run up the middle. And that's what the Railers have had problems with most of the season.
Up front for the Rail Splitters, Jacob Berglund, Sage Conradi, Nathan Camel, Colton Grant, and Isaac Derringer. 3rd and 12 for the Rail Splitters, their own 14-yard line. Rochester off to the early lead, 6-0. Split wide to the right is Quentin Bone. Andrew Yan on the left side, Isles out of the shotgun. Pudnight goes in motion. And the hand to the inside, and the running back tripped up at the 10. I'll try and pick up, was that the sophomore?
Number 5, Titus Cannon.
Titus Cannon.
Number 5, Avante Cox.
Cox on the tackle for the Rochester Rockets. And the punting unit comes on for the Railers, and Deontay Cox, the guy that scored the touchdown, is going to go back for the punt from Garrett Isles. It'll be Scott Lesson on the long snap for the Rail Splitters. There's the snap. This time Isles kicks it to the sideline into the Lincoln bench. So they're not going to give Cox a chance to run it back.
Isles punt goes out of bounds.
Okay, it's going to wait to see where they spotted. I think they're going to put it on about the 25.
Don't forget to join the Scott Kirby and Jake Johnston Cheap Seats live Saturday morning sports show featuring Joe Ryan at the Oasis Senior Center. My mom plays a lot of pinochle games out there, located at 2810 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, for the Oktoberfest tomorrow from 9 to 10. Here's the pitch by Ziegler. He's got a lot along the sideline, and is he in for a touchdown? Yes. That was number 1.
Number 1, Mason Ferris.
Mason Ferris, 5'9", 160-pounder. A senior takes it in for the touchdown. 1 play only from 25 yards, and the Rockets take it in.
Well, they got a great passing game. You know, they haven't scored below 53 points in any of their first 5 games. They had a high of 79 against Decatur Eisenhower, Bob.
Tremendous force. Danny Ziegler to Mason Ferris for the touchdown. Here's the extra point kick by Richards, and this time it's high enough, long enough, and through the uprights to make it 13-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Coach Ken Schweitzer back here on a beautiful night for football. Here's the kick by Richards, and it's going to be towards one of the up men for the Railers. We'll try and pick up who he is, and he's got a good run, and he spins up ahead around the 38-yard line. Is that number 2? It is. Number 2 for the Rail Splitters. That was K.T. Gerard. He's a junior, Kenny, 145.8, and he picked that one off, and he brought it out to the 33-yard line for the Rail Splitters.
He saw just a little hole there, and he accelerated through it, Bob, and that's what those kick returners have to do, is just go find a hole and go through it as hard as they can. That's exactly what he did, and gets it out to the 33.
Here we go. Rail Splitters out of the shotgun. Isles He's got a man in motion. That's Cannon. They throw it to Cannon on the sideline. He's at the 35, and he's finally ran out of bounds. Titus Cannon with a nice catch. Isles led him beautifully, Coach, and we picked up some yardage on that one.
Well, nice fake, run fake to the inside, and then he threw it to Cannon out here on the right side toward the Railers sideline and gets it out to about the 38-yard line.
Second and a nickel for the Railers. 8:17 left on the first quarter clock. It stopped as Cannon went out of bounds. Jacob Berglund at center tonight. He's a junior, wears the number 74. Isles out of the shotgun, flanked by his running backs. Pudnight goes in motion. Isles has got it. He's going to throw it out along the sideline. It's behind Andrew Yant. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 12, Andrew.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Rail Splitter.
I was watching the blocking up front, so I didn't see how much pressure he was getting, but he kind of threw it just a little behind Yant, who was going down the left sideline, the far sideline.
What a year for the Cubs, Coach Kenny.
Hey, it's not over yet.
What would Harry Carey and Ronnie Sano be saying?
I bet they're cheering right at the moment.
Out of the shotgun.
Wherever they are.
3rd and 5 for Isles, flanked by his running backs. Pudnight goes in motion to the left side. This time Isles going to keep it, and he spins, and he doesn't get very far. In fact, he lost yardage back at the 35, lost 3 yards.
Running lateral is just pretty tough against a tough defense like this, and when you run lateral, you just give defenders more time to pursue, and that's what happened, and he lost 3 on the play.
4th and 5 for the Rail Splitters. Isles back to punt. It'll be Scott Lesson on the long snap for the Railers. He's just coming onto the field. There he is, number 44, Scott Lesson. I think he's part of the royalty tonight. He's a junior on homecoming night. Here's the snap to Isles. He boots it away. He's going to try and get out of bounds on the sideline. He does. It goes out of bounds at the Rochester 46-yard line.
I'm streaming a game.
First and 10 for Rochester at their own 46-yard line.
Oh.
Ziegler operates out of the shotgun, Coach. They got 3 receivers to the right side and 1 here on the near side. 1 lone running back. Railers are going to rush it. Running back is off left tackle. Here he comes on the left side, and they try to trip him up.
Tackling.
He's still on the run on the sideline at the 20, 15 spins, and finally knocked down at the 10. That was number 21, and that was Kenny Hedges. He's 5'9", 169-pounder with a nice run there.
But Kenny Hedges missed his most of his freshman year and all of his sophomore year with a back injury, Bob. He's come out strong. Their leading rusher, leading in the conference.
1st and 10. Hedges again. Touchdown. He just walks into the end zone. He got some great blocking off the right side. That'll make it 19-0 in favor of the Rockets from Rochester with 7:07 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, they make it look awful easy out there. On the long run, Bob, the Railers had a few shots at him at midfield and just past midfield, but they weren't able to take him down.
He just walked on in like he was walking down the alley on Sangamon Street. Richards going to attempt the extra point, soccer style. Boxman on the long snap. Falls down, kicks up, looks good, and the officials say yes, and it's 20-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. The Rockets, and it's going to go into the end zone, so they'll have to bring it out. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters.
Touchback. Lincoln will take over 1st and 10.
Well, we got to get it out to the 20 that way, so that's a good place to start this. This is actually the Railers' fourth possession already here in this first quarter, Bob. That means, unfortunately, that Rochester scores quickly.
They've already picked up 20. They missed that opening kick. Since then, they've put a few more points on the board. Isles trots back out into the huddle. Touchback, ball out on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. To the near side, it's going to be Quentin Bone. 2 receivers out to the left. Andrew Yantz out there. Man in motion. That is handoff. Pudnight, and he's tripped up immediately by that Rochester defense.
Yeah, just nowhere to run that time. Lost a couple back to the 18.
So it'll be 2nd and a dozen for the Rail Splitters. Clock on the move, 6:48 left for the first quarter. Rochester leads at 20-0. Up on that front line for the Railers, the center is Jacob Berglund. The guards are Nathan Campbell, Sage Conradi. The tackles are Colton Grant and Isaac Duringer. 2 running backs for the Railers. Man in motion. That's Cannon. And this time he's going to fire. Picked off. Touchdown, Rochester. Picked off by Christian Lett.
Isles pass intercepted by number 3, Christian Lett.
Lett takes it in for the touchdown, and quickly it's 26-0 with 6:25 on the first quarter clock. Christian Lett made quick work of that. Isles fired a sidearm shot out to Cannon, and Lett was right there to meet it.
Well, you can bet that they've seen that in games past on film, Bob, and Lincoln's thrown it a couple times here, at least once already in the first quarter. So they were just sitting there waiting for it, and they read it perfectly, and he just stepped in, made the pick, and it was free sailing to the end zone.
The kick by Richards. Point after. The soccer styler squibbed it off to the left side, and it's going to remain 26-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Mason Ferris going to kick off for the Rockets. He booms it away from his own 40, and this time it's going to come to Alex Linares at the 5. Linares up to the 10. He's at the 15, 20. They stripped him, and one of the Railers jumped on it. They stripped him right before he was tackled, but one of the Railers recovered it. Let's see if we can pick him up. That's Pudnight. Nathan Pudnight was the guy that was able to pounce on the fumble. They still give us the 20-yard line, I think.
Over first and 10.
Now the 19, I guess.
On the right, 19.
Yeah, he had a chance to make a block there. Might have sprung him for some yards and missed the block, but he was there to make the recovery on the fumble.
6:18 left first quarter. Rochester leads at 26-0. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got one running back with him. Now he's got a man in motion. Pitches it on the back. That's Cannon along the sideline. And he's knocked down. He got past the 20-yard line. Let's see where they spotted at.
Got a nice, decent block out there on the edge, and that's number 10 for Lincoln.
Was that number 10?
Well, making the block. That's Quentin Bone out here. Did a decent job on the block.
Deontay Cox for Rochester knocked Cannon out of bounds. 2nd and 5 for the Rail Splitters. Isles is going to deal out of the shotgun. He's got one running back. Now he's got a man in motion. And they pitch it back there again. That's Cannon. And not any running room for him that time. A little bit of a loss before they ran him out of bounds. Quentin Bone up there blocking for him again.
Yeah, he's coming into that short side of the field there too, Bob, and there's not as much running room. And you can look at that two ways. The defense has a shorter way to cover, but, he has a shorter room to run too.
3rd and 5.
Ball at the 26, 3rd and 5 for the Rail Splitters. So he did get back to the line of scrimmage. He went out of bounds, so they stopped the clock at 5:36, that being Mike Thornton. Paula Kodat back at the station engineering it. Lloyd Kirby up on the deck. An all-star lineup. Sam Knox on the public address system. Man in motion's Pudnight. They're going to pitch it to Pudnight. Round the left side, he's got some running room, Kenny.
I think he's got first down.
First down, Rail Splitters, yeah. Nathan Pudnight. He's out to the
32, I think. Give him the 32. Give him
it's short of the 32, yeah. 1st and 10. Clock on the move. 5:27 left first quarter. Today's 2015 LCHS Homecoming Parade may be viewed online in the next day or so on WLCNonline.com. Watch for it on LCTV Channel 5 in Lincoln and Mount Pulaski. Isles out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 for the Railers. Pudnight goes in motion. Pitches it to Pudnight. Oh, man! He got ran over by a Mack truck. Pudnight in the backfield. He didn't get a chance to turn it upfield. Number 11 nailed him out there for the Rochester Rockets.
That was the same play that it looked like the same play they just ran, and you can't go to it 2 times in a row because Rochester you got him the first time, but not the second.
Colin Etherton, a senior, looked like an F-16, 5'10", 173-pounder. 2nd and sweet 16 for the Rail Splitters. Isles out of the shotgun. It'll be Berglund on the snap. He's going to pitch it back to Titus Cannon, and there's nothing there. Cannon had 2 or 3 guys on him before he could take it upfield.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a broken play, Bob. It looked a little unorganized there in the backfield, so I don't know if and Cannon was awful close to Garrett Isles there on the pitch. I'm not sure if somebody was in the wrong spot or what happened there, but as you said, got another loss on that play back to the 23.
Lost 2 yards on that one at the 23, so it'll be 3rd and long for the Rail Splitters. 23.
Okay.
3rd and 20 for the Rail Splitters.
Big play for the Railers here. Long way to go.
3:50 left first quarter. Rockets lead at 26-0. Isles hands off inside. I'm not sure who that was.
Cannon, I think, had the ball.
Titus Cannon. The young sophomore didn't have any running room there. It was Titus Cannon.
You know, you gotta give some of our running backs some credit, Bob, for just hanging on to the ball. As soon as they get the handoff, they're getting taken down from defenders.
And they're always trying to strip it, too. Deontay Cox back for Rochester. Lesson snaps it to Isles.
Blocked.
And it's blocked, and it's going to roll to about the 6, and they pick it up, and they fumble it and take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rochester. 32-0, 3:09 left first quarter. I want to remind you again, today's 2015 LCHS Homecoming Parade, filmed by Jim Ash, may be viewed online in the next day or so on WLCNonline.com. And watch for it on LCTV Channel 5 in Lincoln and Mount Pulaski. On the long snap, it'll be number 77, Evan Boxman, the all-important long snapper. I always like to get that guy's name. They're unheralded heroes in the game. Kick by Richards. It's good. 33-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Don't miss a recap of tonight's Lincoln Community High School homecoming football game and all the highlights of the Central State 8 scores, along with everything sports, when you join the Scott Kirby and Jake Johnson's Cheap Seats live Saturday morning sports show featuring Joseph Ryan. You can see the broadcast on Lincoln College TV. Excuse me, on Comcast Channel 5 in Lincoln and Mount Pulaski. Now, who's going to kick it away this time? That's Richards again.
And Alex
Linares to the left, Puddenight to the right, and this time they just pop it up.
Catch it.
And the Railers catch it, and they try to take it. Railers going to take over at the 40. That was a pop-up to shortstop, handled nicely by number 38 for the Railers. And that Zach Montcalm, he's a junior, 6 foot, 175-pounder, one of the linebackers. In fact, I think he's playing middle linebacker for the Railers.
Yeah, he is. That was a good play there. He also had the option to fair catch that ball, which would have kept him from being hit on that, because there wasn't going to be much of a run back. So, but he secured it without the fair catch and went to the ground. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. 3:06 left first quarter. As I was saying, there'll be a huge Oktoberfest celebration at the Oasis Senior Center, located at 2810 Woodlawn Road. The great Dom Dalpaz runs the show out there. Berglund going to snap it to Isles and pitches it into the backfield to Titus Cannon, and he's up for a 1-yard gain. Up across the 40 to the 41-yard line goes Titus Cannon, the young sophomore for the Rail Splitters. Well, not much gain on that play, but it does keep the clock running here, and the Railers want to get out of this first quarter and try to pick up a few first downs here just to keep the ball.
Ben Steiner for the Rail Splitters. 57 for the Railers is Brandon Smith. He's a freshman in there. 5'11", 240-pounder. Yant split here to the near side. Puddenight on the left. Isles out of the shotgun, and the officials blow the play dead. In the slot that time for the Railers was Keegan Houghton, and the Rail Splitters want a timeout. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Isles going to operate out of the shotgun. He's got a lone running back with him. Now Puddenight goes in motion, pitches to Puddenight. Puddenight wants to go around the left side. He's up to the line of scrimmage, and he's got a first down along the sideline, and he's finally taken down at about the 42-yard line. Nice play by the Rail Splitters there, Coach.
Well, Puddenight had enough speed to outrun the defender out there, and he didn't get a great block, but he got a little interference from one of his wide receivers that kind of shielded the defender off and gave him a chance to get around the corner. Nice hard run by Puddenight into Rocket territory.
Officials said he stepped out at the 45, 1st and 10 for the Railers in Rocket territory. Second time they've been there tonight. 2:16 left on the first quarter clock. They stopped it because he went out of bounds. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He pitches it to him. And he's going to try to get some running room, and he does. A nice run there by Alex Linares. Across the line of scrimmage. And they're going to spot it, looks like maybe at the 43. So he picked up 2 yards.
Yeah, give him a short 3 on that, maybe, Bob. But he just put his head down when he found out there wasn't much running room and just barreled ahead to pick up those 3 yards.
The big man Berglund up to the line of scrimmage. Jacob Berglund, the junior, snaps it to Isles, and he pitches it back to Linares again, and Linares just bulls in there, and but they stopped him.
Yeah, they're going to wear Linares out. That's okay. Keep giving it to him. He runs hard, and that's a key, even though, as you said, Bob, he lost maybe almost 2 on that play.
He put his head down like he was at the running of the Bulls. 3rd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. Isles out of the shotgun. He's a senior. Where's the number 8? Pudnight goes in motion. Pitches it to Pudnight. He's going to try and take it around the end again. He's got a little bit of running room, and then he's tripped up at the 43. Picked up about a yard.
Yeah, it's tough to find openings there. If he could have turned it up, but there probably wasn't any space to turn it up. But the farther he goes to the outside, that defender just outran him to the sideline that time.
We're in 4th down territory, but it still looks like they're going to punt it away. We're in the red. We're under 40 seconds in the first quarter. The Rochester Rockets, 5-time defending champions, lead at 33-0.
Was that Linares again on that carry? That's 3 in a row.
No, that was Pudnight.
That was Pudnight,
yeah.
Right.
Lesson snaps it to Isles. This time he kicks it up along the sideline. A nice boot past the 10. No, they're going to say it went out of bounds. Dang. Well, it's out of bounds at the 22.
Well, there's good and bad in that. It makes it a shorter pump, but it eliminates the return. So, but the way this offense can electrify, it may not take them long to score.
The guys in the orange helmets. 5-time defending champ Rochester Rockets. They got a great program over there.
Tell you, their quarterback Dan Ziegler, he's 6'4", 198. He's a big quarterback, and he's throwing to a 6'5", 180-pound Colin Stallworth.
Their head coach is Derek Leonard. Ziegler out of the shotgun. He's going to wind up and throw one along the sideline. He's got his man, and he goes out of bounds. They're going to say incomplete. Out of bounds. It was to number 16, Chris Grant. Senior, 6', 155-pounder.
Ziegler showed he has a strong arm, too, Bob, throwing that clear to the sideline, and his receiver just tried to keep the feet in, but you got to have them both in high school football. And
he ran out of real estate.
He just fell out of bounds before he could get him down.
Ziegler out of the shotgun. He's got his main man back there, Kenny Hedges. Pump fake. Now he's going to zing one along the sideline and out of bounds. The intended receiver was Mason Ferris. Nice coverage there by Alex Linares for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, he was right with the receiver on that, and Ziegler had to roll to his left a little bit and finally did get a little bit of pressure and had to let her fly and overshot his receiver.
Titus Cannon was over there also on the coverage.
I'm sorry, Bob. Be a big play here to stop him, force him into a punt.
3rd and attention.
Watch Hedges, though, with the ball.
Number 21, Kenny Hedges in the backfield on the right side of Ziegler. Pulled the Railers offside.
And that was the right end, number 53 for the Railers, who jumped.
Colton Grant.
Yes. Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Encroachment.
That's like offsides on the defensive side.
Yes.
It's a new term.
Using the big words on me. Ziegler fires it across the middle. He's got his man on a 1st down. That's number 23, and that is Bryce Casey. He's a junior. Where's the number 20? That was 83.
Stopped by 44, Scott Lesson.
Skylar Caruso.
The lesson was there to make the stop after the catch, but not there to break it up.
Ziegler, it's the end of the first quarter, and they blow it dead.
I think that horn went off just before the snap.
Yes, it did.
Just before the snap, so that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Rochester. Illegal snap. 5-yard penalty. So they're going to say he did get the snap off, an illegal snap. I've never heard that one.
So I think they'll run one play here, even though the clock is gone. Can't end that quarter on an offensive penalty, I think. So
the rare illegal snap. Just when you thought you'd seen it all, it's the illegal snap, and now they're going to call it.
Okay, what confusion.
That's the end of the first 12 minutes of the contest with the score Rochester 33, Lincoln 0. We'll be back after these messages from our fine sponsors. Back here at Handlin Field to start the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Rochester Rockets. Got a man in motion. They hand off to him, and the Railers played some good D, but he got away from him. He's at the 35 and fights his way down close to the 45-yard line.
There were some defenders right there, as you said, Bob. The Railers are right there, but they just didn't wrap up and take him down. He kept bouncing off people and got out to the 44. About 11-yard pickup on the play.
2nd and 5 for the Rockets. Ziegler, Ziegler keeps it, fires along the sideline. That's number 5. I'll have to pick up and see who that is. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 40, still on the move. At the 35, juke step, 35, 30, at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Rockets, and that is Avante Cox. Number 5, a junior.
Number 5, Avante Cox.
5'11", 175-pounder, Avante Cox, a junior.
Good for a 56-yard.
Wonder if those guys are twins, Deontay and Avante. Gotta be.
I'm sure they are. There was no way that should have been a touchdown, Bob. There was plenty of opportunities to tackle him there after the catch, and it looked like we had 3 defenders there, had him corralled, and he just made a few moves and got across away from them and went across the field and downfield, got a couple more blocks.
Josh Grant on the hold. Boxman on the long snap, and they blow it dead.
Good jump off.
Somebody pulled their parachute too soon.
Encroachment, defense, penalty is refused.
Encroachment. Sounds like the NFL here tonight. They've got this place wired up.
It's all right. You couldn't spell it anyway.
Encroachment. N. Is that? How do you spell that? N.
Yeah.
Here's the kick by Richards, and it's soccer style through the uprights, and that'll make it 40-0. We'll be back in 30. Back deep for the Rail Splitters, Alex Linares and Nathan Pudnight, and Richards still in there to do the kicking.
Number 13, Ryan Richards.
Ryan Richards is a senior. He's 5'11", 160-pounder, and does the kicking, does the point after, and the kickoffs from his own 40-yard line. This time he just kind of pooches it off to the side.
They're going to get it.
And it looks like the Rockets are going to get it. They're signaling they got it.
Yeah, if they did, it's just because they wanted it a little more.
No, they're going to say Lincoln got it.
Yeah, they got a break there because I'm not sure they realized that it was a live ball, and Rochester was coming down hard downfield for it, and Railers just barely got a hold of it.
Was that Adrian Perez? Adrian Perez was the guy that pounced on it for the Railers. At their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10 as we start this second quarter. The Champs lead at 40-0. Isles going to operate out of the shotgun. Berglund on the snap, got a man in motion, and they pitch it outside to him.
Oh, he got a block. Got another nice block out there. Who is that?
I think that's Linares.
25.
It was 25?
For the Railers making
so that'd
a nice
be O'Rear. Oh, 25, O'Rear made the nice block.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was watching the block, not who carried the ball. Who carried the ball, Bob?
So that was Pudnight on the carry.
So he picked up 4 on the play.
And
nice
Cannon
run.
was up there blocking 2. Nathan Pudnight on the carry for the Rail Splitters. Up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 for the Splitters. Berglund up over the football. Rochester makes their adjustments on defense. We got a man in motion. That's Pudnight along the short side of the field, and he's down to the down to the 37-yard line. So he had a gain.
A couple more yards. It sets up a 3rd and manageable here with a 3rd about 4 yards, long 4.
At the 37-yard line.
The Raiders have been getting some nice blocking on the perimeter by their wideouts, Bob. O'Rear a couple times, and Quentin Bone made a couple good blocks out there to help open up an alleyway for that running back.
3rd and a fever for the Rail Splitters. Isles out of the shotgun. Looks like sort of a wing formation. Cannon goes in motion. He gets the pitch on the right side, and he fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe the 38. They might give him a yard.
Ball carrier number 5.
It looked like he was going to have some running room, and all of a sudden he saw a defender grabbed him, picked him up, and put him down. He wasn't running any farther at that point.
Punting unit comes onto the field. That's Ryan Rudschke out there for the Rail Splitters. 38's Zach Montclown. Nathan Pudnight. 91 is Houghton. Isles going to boot it. Nice spiral, and it's going to get a good roll. And Railers, that's number 42 for the Railers to down it. That's Ryan Rudschke. So a nice kick by Isles.
All the way down to the 11-yard line, so the Rochester Rockets are going to have a long field here, Bob, to start this possession with 9:05 left in the second period, leading the Railers 40-0.
A special thanks to Timbercrest Veterinary Service PC located in Lincoln and Atlanta, and Sun Loan and Tax Service in Lincoln for the prizes tonight, with the LCHS varsity football cheerleaders have been handing out to the fans tonight. And again, don't forget to listen to Jeff number 2 in the Classic Rock.
I think we might have a new quarterback, Bob.
14, Josh Grant, and a quarterback for the Rockets.
Out of the shotgun, Josh Grant, and he hands it off. We'll have to pick up who this young man is. Railers wrestle him down. Fumble, and the Railers have got it. I think that was 32. Alec Ostermeyer. And I didn't pick up who got the fumble for the Railers.
I didn't see who had the ball, but he was down, and then it came out as he hit the ground, Bob, and that's what caused the ball to come out. Raiders are going to have great field position here on the 27-yard line.
Did you get somebody on that recovery, Sam? 42, Rudschke. Ryan Rudschke on the recovery of the fumble.
And the Rockets 27.
8:56 left in the half. 40-0 Rochester. Railers 1st and 10 at the Rocket 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun in those red uniforms, the brand new ones where you can read the number. They blow it dead. Tomorrow from 9 to 10, followed by the Big Daddy Jim. Well, he'll follow the Breakfast Club. He'll follow, what do they call that show? The Scott Kirby and Jake Johnson Cheap Seats. That'll be followed by Big Daddy Jim from 9 to 10, along with Jeff number 2.
There was a 5-yard penalty against the Railers there for I thought he signaled delay of game, but I'm not sure if that was what it was.
Yeah, it was.
And Lisa, the prize girl, is going to be there. Fix 96 prize girl from 10 to noon. You want to miss that. Okay, here come the Railers. Man in motion, Cannon, handoff by Isles. Heavy traffic. We'll pick up who that is. I'm guessing Andrew Yount.
I guessed wrong.
I guessed wrong.
Ball carrier number 11.
Nathan Pudnight. I was playing roulette.
Don't do that.
All right, I won't.
Anymore.
Ball at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 15 for the Rail Splitters.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 15 for the Railers.
Might have got a tough
Yount
yard
split
on
wide
play.
to the right.
Yeah.
Houghton in the slot. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got Cannon in motion to the right side. He's got Pudnight back there with him. The left-hander looks, fakes, and there's no running room. They drag him down from behind. That's number 78 on the tackle.
Isles faces pressure.
Matthew Tunget on the tackle for Rochester. 5'10", 188-pounder.
Yeah,
sophomore.
He tried to look for a receiver, tried to roll left, and there's just too many defenders there. He had no running room and no receiver open, and had to take the big loss.
About 5 on the play.
3rd and 19 for the Railers, back at the 36-yard line. Rockets lead at 40-0. Number 91 for the Rail Splitters is Keegan Houghton. He's in the slot on the right side. Man in motion. They pitch it out. That is Linares. He's at the 39, and that's where the forward motion is stopped. Loss of 3 for the Railers.
No, that's Pudnight
again.
Pudnight again.
Number 11, Nathan Pudnight.
It's hard to see those numbers. I mean, when they get in with other players there, it's hard to see which number has the ball, but that was Puddenight that time, and he lost another 3.
Well, and I've got early cataracts too, so pretty much shuts me out. 7 minutes left first half.
Hey, that's Puddnight's 10th carry here in this first half already, Bob.
He's getting a workout. Cannon and Puddenight in the backfield with Isles. Puddenight goes in motion. Isles has got the snap. Rolls to his left. He's going to fire it along the sideline. Intended receiver is O'Rear, and it's picked off. Rochester got the ball on the sideline at the 15 up to the 20, 25, 30, 35. Here they come along the sideline out to the 38-yard line before he's wrestled down. Let's see if we can pick up who made the interception.
22, I think.
22 on the interception.
Pass was intercepted by 22 Bryce Casey.
Bryce Casey, 5'8", 145-pounder. He's a junior.
Play by number 12, Andrew Yount.
Andrew Yount on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. He's a junior. Stop the clock, 6:31 second quarter. Ryan Rutschke comes onto the field for the Rail Splitters with Quentin Bone and Alex Linares. Big Ben Steiner's out there. Number 96 for the Railers, Zach Prather. 79's Big Ben Steiner. Grant's the new quarterback in there for Josh Grant, I believe. Yeah, he hands off. On the run, Rochester finally tripped up. Nice tackle there by one of the Rail Splitters.
Linares, I think.
Linares. Alec Ostermeyer on the run, and Alex Linares made the tackle for the Railers, and a first down for Rochester at the Lincoln 46-yard line. Josh Grant going to operate out of the shotgun. He wears the number 14. He's a junior. 6 foot, 175-pounder. Got 3 wides to the right. He hands off on the inside. They've got a first down. Looks like a tackle was made by Cannon.
16-yard pickup there, Bob. As he gets to the line of scrimmage, it's just lots of options where to run because there's a lot of alleys to run through, and he picked the one to the left side, picked up 16 yards.
Alec Ostermeyer, he's a junior, wears number 32, 5'10", 188-pounder. This time Grant tipped away, almost intercepted. That was number 96 for the Rail Splitters that tipped that pass. Zach Prather.
By 96, Zach Prather. 2nd and 10.
Got his hand up as the ball was being released, and as you said, Bob, deflected it, and not a real good chance for an interception, but no completion either.
Grant out of the shotgun, Ostermeyer the running back. Grant's got it, hands off Ostermeyer. Ostermeyer up to the 25, 20, looks for his blocking, and he's finally knocked down inside the 20, Ostermeyer.
Alec Ostermeyer, the ball carrier for the Rockets.
Sometimes you wonder if they watch a little of that NFL on TV where they come in and hit somebody, but they don't wrap them up and take them down.
Alex Linares made the tackle for the Rail Splitters that time. Grant out of the shotgun. Hands off, Ostermeyer again. Ostermeyer, no, that's not Ostermeyer. I think it's 41. 41, and that is Nick Capriati. Nick Capriati's a sophomore. Number 41, 5'10", 175, takes it in for the touchdown. And that makes it 46-0 for the Rockets. Let's see if they've got a new kicker in there. 14, is it still 13? I think it is.
Yeah.
Richards. On the hold is the quarterback, Josh Grant. It'll be Boxman on the long snap. Number 77, Evan Boxman.
Yeah, they dropped a flag out there for some reason.
Substitute infraction on the offense at 5-yard penalty.
Substitute infraction. We've heard them all tonight. We had an illegal snap and now a substitute infraction, along with encroachment.
Which usually means they had too many men on the field there before didn't get one off in time.
Dozens too many. Boxman on the snap, Grant on the hold. Richards on the soccer style. Oh, bad snap. Grant picks it up and he just downs it.
And the Railers pick it up. They can run with it, can't they? No.
Well, they could, but wouldn't do any good.
I thought I was still on the playground.
Hey, they could pick it up and run, but no points.
5:23 left for the second quarter. The Rockets lead at 46-0. Okay, it's homecoming night, and congratulations to the 2015 senior homecoming attendants, Miss Maddie Guy and Mr. Bryson Hicks. And to our 2015 homecoming queen, Miss Cara Dean, and her king, Mr. Jack White.
Set to kick off for Rochester, number 13.
Richard's going to kick it away from his own 40. It's going to be a short-sided kick picked up by the Railers.
Whoa!
What happened there? He just kind of put it neutral.
I don't know if I didn't see his
55.
hand go up as a fair catch.
Trent Whittam.
Trent Whittam, number 55. Yeah, I didn't see him put his hand up. He just caught it, and then he just stopped in his tracks.
Yeah. Thankfully, no Rochester players came down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Takes over 1st and 10 from its own 39.
Rail Splitters at their own 39-yard line. Clock on the move. They've started the running clock with a 46-0 lead now. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got Cannon in motion.
Oh, that's a nice play.
Nice play, flips it up
Get away.
ahead. And that's Pudnight close to a first down. Let's see if they give him the first down.
Hey, he's a little short, but it was a nice play. A reverse, a little action one way, and he flipped to Pudnight coming back to his left. He got a nice block up front and picked up 9 yards.
Sophomore Zach Lee on the tackle for Rochester. Official keeps the clock running.
That was some nice action in the backfield there. They faked one play and then came back, and Isles did a nice job.
He did. Smart play. Isles out of the shotgun. Cannon in motion. Cannon's got the pitch. Right side. Looks for running room, and he's close to a first down.
Yeah, we'll see where the spot is. Lincoln's run a lot of formations tonight with 2 tight ends, Bob, and no wide receivers. I don't think he quite made it.
He doesn't give it to him. About a football length short.
Brandon Morris.
Morris on the tackle. Brandon Morris, I believe, on the tackle 4. It was Brandon Morris, the sophomore, on the tackle. 5'11", 170-pounder.
This would be a good time for Isles. Just keep the ball and sneak it straight ahead for that yard.
Cruz was good for that. He's at Annapolis now.
Yeah, did a nice job.
Isles, man in motion. And he's got the first down. That's Nathan Pudnight for the first down for the Rail Splitters.
Cross
inside enemy territory, yeah.
Sorry, Bob. Yeah,
okay.
Cross midfield. Looked like maybe he was going to get stuff there at the line, but he did a nice move and got past one tackler and got past midfield to the 47.
Good blocking, good job by Pudnight. Ball on the near side hash mark. 2:42 left for the first half. Isles out of the shotgun. Cannon in motion. They pitch it to him. There's a penalty on the play. Kenny saw that when he called that early. Nice run, but they're going to call it back.
Yeah, there was 2 men in the backfield in motion at the same time, and that's not.
I don't think the official even wanted to call it, but it was so obvious.
Yeah, they frown upon two more. That's too bad because it was a nice pickup on the play. And I don't think that illegal motion had anything to do with it, but it was a nice run.
I couldn't understand the official little Jimi Hendrix feedback on his mic, but it was a penalty against the Railers.
Yes, sir.
And the clock still runs. We're down to 2 minutes here in the second period.
Okay, thank you.
Looks like Sage Conrady now at the center position for the Railers.
The Railers face first and 15.
Cannon in motion, gets the pitch from Isles. Cannon looking for some running room along the right side, and he gets about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage up to the Rochester, about the 48-yard line.
And he was running hard, trying to outrun the defender, and he did a little bit. Got around the corner, picked up about, looks like it's going to be on about the 48. So as you said, Bob, he got about 4 on the play.
Alex Linares checks in for the Rail Splitters for Titus Cannon. Cannon's got a lot of work tonight.
Cannon's carried 10 times here in this first half already.
Linares a hard runner. Andrew Yant here to the near side. Houghton on the right. Isles talking to his running backs. Now he's got him set.
Now he sends one in motion. Now he hands it off Linares, and they pretty much read that one all the way, and they buck him out of bounds right at the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier 21, Alex Linares.
That's another case of him trying to get to the outside, and it just stretches offense, takes a long time to develop, and the defenders have a chance to run out there with you and stop him for about a yard loss, actually.
Just across the 50. Isles has got the play. He's going to be able to get one more off as he runs onto the field. 30 seconds left for the half. The Rockets lead at 46-0. Yount here to the near side, Houghton on the right. O'Rear in the slot. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. Isles looks for some time, throws it up the middle. Intended receiver was Andrew Yount. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 12, Andrew Yount.
And that's going to end the first half. With the score, Rochester 46 and the Rail Splitters 0. We'll be back after these messages from our fine sponsors.